Hi, my angels. As I continue with your Sagittarius mid-month April readings, I wanted to treat you to a dog tarot reading. I have I think about 4 dog tarot decks. This is one that I'm sharing with you today, the Divine Candy Mind dog tarot deck. As you know, I'm a dog owner, and many readers and followers and subscribers on this channel are dog lovers. And every now and again, I like to tap into the energies of our pets because, you know, they're our family. In some cases, they're our children, right? They're our lifeline. So it's always good to tap in to see what's going on with them. They try to express how they feel, but sometimes they may not be able to, or we might misinterpret it. So I love going into the dog tarot cards for those messages. I would like to dedicate this particular reading to Lady G. She just recently lost her beloved dog Lulu. May Lulu rest in doggy heaven in peace, and may we send her and Lady G love and light and positive energy and prayers, because as pet owners, especially those of us who had to put to sleep and send on to transition past animals, we know how challenging and how difficult and painful that is, because they really are like our soul tribe, our family. So again, our prayers extend to her. If you don't know who Lady G is, she is a fellow YouTuber. She has a very big following in channel, Linda the Camachi, okay, here on YouTube, if you ever want to pass through her channel. And she just recently lost one of her 2 dogs, Lulu. So Lulu, love and light to you, and thank you for your service and all the love I'm sure that you brought to her while you were here. Okay, so dedication to Lulu, a dedication to all dog lovers. We're going to start officially at 2:15. Heavenly Father, we ask you with this reading to take care of all of our dogs. May they be nourished and healthy. And even though they try to communicate, sometimes we might not be able to interpret their communication. Please let us know if they need, you know, our love, our attention, if they need anything medically done, or if, you know, if a lot of dogs, like especially if we have small dogs, they suffer with anxiety, how we can help them with anxiety. Maybe sometimes they need a fellow companion like another dog. So may we come in this reading and find the source of inspiration and insight and encouragement and knowledge for what it is that we need for our current dogs and the relationships that we have with them. We thank you. We thank you for the gift of animals, especially our dogs. Amen. Okay, so as you can see, I have a few cards fanned out. We're going to go with 4 cards for this reading. We're not going to make it a very long reading. Ooh, and 2 wanted to come out together. So that just kind of confirms it. Okay. 1 of leashes. I love that. 1 of leashes. So what is the message pertaining to our dogs with the 1 of leashes? I'm trying to remember if I've ever used this deck. You know, when you have so many decks, you tend to forget. This isn't the usual deck that I use for my dog readings, so just bear with me if I can find this. One of leashes. It does come, it's about a 30 card deck, and it does come with the book. So I'm kind of thumbing through here, as you can see. And those of you who've been with me, you know I don't usually use the book if I don't have to. Even though, listen, there's no shame in the game if you go to the book, because sometimes it's good to have more information which the book provides. Okay, so here we go. So there's many leash cards, but we have 1 of the 3. Okay, so we have the 1 leash card. So this is giving us a message that your particular dog, or even my dog, because I'm a dog owner, energy or spirit The one of leashes suggests that your dog's energy and or spirit is being restricted by human limits that, however well intended, may be counterproductive. Repeat that again. This card, the one of leash, is indicating that your dog's energy and or spirit is being restricted by human limits that, no matter how well intended our ownership as their owner and the love that we give them may be, and the care that we give them, it may be counterproductive. So this, in layman's term, is saying there could be things that we're doing for our dogs that we think we're doing that's, that's the best for them, giving them a certain type of food, taking them for their shots, and, or keeping them indoors, or just all the little quirky things that we do for our individual pets, because for us, we feel we're taking care of them and that's what's best for them. But in some instance, it might be working against them. So this card serves as a reminder that control can get out of control. So I love the representation now, and I get it, because you see here, the dog is unleashed here. The dog isn't even in the picture. So I feel what I'm getting intuitively, for those of you who always have your dog leashed, you have your dog leashed in a cage or in a room, on a doorknob inside, or just you have them in the house on the leash, you need them to roam free. You need to take them to a safe dog park, or if you have a backyard, you need to let them outdoors sometimes and let them run free. The leash is to hold them and to constrain them, right? And when you take them for a walk, but it's not meant for a dog to have a leash on, feeling trapped, right? Feeling insecure, right? Dogs are meant to roam and to do things and to interact. They feel held captive, so I definitely get that, and that is what this picture represents. The dog being off the leash, not feeling restricted. So some of you could be so overprotective of your dog that you don't realize that you're kind of stifling your dog in a sense, okay? Let the dog be free. Let the dog live. Just like we enjoy our freedom and we have to be free, right, Sagittarius? So does your pet. So it asks you to look at the current rules and what you put in place for your dog. Maybe you need to change those rules or reevaluate them or kind of lighten up on them. Sometimes the rules that we create for our pets could be resembling our own fears, things that we are afraid of or we experience in our life. Okay? It could be a matter of control because we came from parents that controlled us, that kept us, not on a leash, of course, but you know what I mean? They kept us in the house, we were on a strict regimen, yada, yada. So, again, you have to think on how you're raising your pet. Are you inflicting on them some of your fears and anxiety or behavior patterns from your own life experience? So I love that. The next message we get is one of bones. So we got the one of leashes, now we have the one of bones. There's 3 bone cards in this deck. And the one of bones asks you to take a lighter view of the situation under consideration. It suggests that your fear of diminishing resources is pushing you to hold on to a person or object when it may be the best to move on. Stability is the goal here. Focus on that as your circumstances evolve. This could be okay, so the reading isn't on us. This is a pet reading. So when we think of it in terms of our dog, your dog might have done something recently. Could have been a behavioral thing. And the universe doesn't, it could have been something really serious, but they don't want you to react so seriously that you put your dog in fear. Reprimand your dog, of course, help them to know what they did was wrong, like if they bit into your furniture or they scratched up something, or they went inside the house when they know they're supposed to go outside, something like that. Just continue to show them and train them the right way, but don't hold it against them, and don't be so hard on them. Show them discipline, but also show them love and compassion, okay? And then move on from it. Just because they made this mistake this time, or this poor judgment and behavior, doesn't mean it's going to become a problem. But if you're too harsh on them, dogs can be spiteful. And if you have these little small dogs, like a lot of us do, trust me, they can be very spiteful. And they will repeat the bad behavior because of the harsh reaction that you had to it. So maybe just, showing your disappointment with them, talking it through with them, going over and reminding them that, that's not what they should do. But again, in a loving way, and just move on from it and don't deal with it again unless it happens again. But don't be so critical that you put your dog in fear that now your dog is going to be acting out all the time because of that. With your beautiful son, your dog needs to live life right there. Take your son to your son, right? This could be your male dog. Take your son, your dog, to the beach. The weather is looking well now in most areas. Again, if you have an inside dog, they love to go outside too. They're entitled to see the sun. It reminds you that your dog deserves comfort, just like you like to go on the beach, right? Put on your sunglasses and shades and just let the breeze hit you and feel, the pellets from the water. Your dog wants to feel that same thing too. Your dog wants to be around people. It wants to smell the flowers. It wants to see the beauty in the earth. So again, be optimistic on how you want your relationship to be with your dog and how you want your dog's life to be, just as you would with your own life. You value your freedom, so your pooch values their freedom too. They want to enjoy the best of life and be happy and have a well-being just like you. And also, taking your pet on vacation. I know not everyone can afford to do that, and some people, I've never traveled with my pet, just because it would be too much for me. I'm just a whole vibe by myself. Bringing my pet would be a little bit too much for me. But if you are traveling with a family, or if you have a significant other, or you're traveling with your family and the grandmas and the grandpas are going, and you have additional help to help you with your pet while on vacation, or you're going to a summer home, bring your pet with you. If you go on vacation, your pet should be on vacation too. So if you can't take them with you, then maybe take them to a family relative or a friend, somewhere where they're safe, where they're going to be having just as much fun, right? And I know a lot of families that have like that second family that their pet goes to, maybe because you don't have the money or the opportunity to take your pet on vacation, or if you do have to travel for business, there's that other person that you can trust with your pet without taking them, to the doggy daycares. I'm not a fan of that. For me, there might be some good ones. You can put your experiences in the comment below. But when you're on vacation, make sure your pet's going on vacation too, even if they're not going with you per se. We end this month with the energy of the cat for our dogs. Let's see. What is the cat saying? Interesting, right? That we would get a cat card in a dog reading. That's interesting. Let's see if we can find it here. No, okay, so it's 9, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Should be right here. Yep, here we go. Cat. So this cat energy is representing authority and mystery, things that must be obeyed but cannot be fully understood. Your dog a pet, again, I keep getting behavioral. Like, I feel like some of you are going through behavioral problems with your dog, especially if it's a new dog and you're training them or trying to train them. Okay, they might not understand why you're putting them through this training process, or why can't they do things their way. Okay, some of them might be questioning your authority, like, well, why can't I go outside? Or why, like, my dog tends to get a little crazy when I have to go out, right? Well, why can't I go out with you, mommy, right? Why must I stay here? Some dogs like to travel in the car. Some dogs don't, right? Why can't I sit in the front seat with you? Or why do I even have to go in the car? Or they kind of get spacey on you if they have to go to the vet. So they have feelings and emotions, just like how we get agita, right? And anxiety when we have to go to a doctor, like, oh gosh, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna do? The same feeling, like I can tell you, my dog knows when I'm preparing to take her to go to the vet to get her vaccinations. She knows when she's going to the groomer. And she has the same reaction, but in a different way. But it's not a good feeling for her. It's not like it's something that brings her joy. So just a reminder to learn the mannerisms of your pet, right? Whether they're good or bad or indifferent. They communicate through these, and they will react. Like, I know when I'm taking my dog to get groomed or to the vet, I have to put her leash on at least a few hours before, because she's going to give me a run for my money to try and find her. She's going to hide. She's going to run. She's not going to let me put the leash on her, because she knows that when I say we're going outside, she knows the difference in the tone of my voice. If I mean going outside, like we're going outside to go outside, or we're going outside like, no, she's going to get vaccination. No, she's going to the groomer to get her hair cut and to be in the shower and everything, and she doesn't want to do all of that. So your dogs are intelligent. They have minds, in the sense that they can think. They bark. My dog barks when she wants her food or when she wants more water. Learn the communication, learn the expressions of your dog so that you can be a better mom or dad to them, and be able to help them and know when they want help. And just like how you raise your children, we raise our animals too, right? Like I said, they are like our babies. So this helps you to build in your relationship. Analyze your dog's behaviors, because sometimes some dogs do have really bad behaviors, and maybe it's beyond your understanding and your ability to take care of it. Maybe you will have to go to someone professional. It might even be suggested to you that maybe that is not the pet for you or your environment, because yes, environments affect dogs too. So for those of you who are pet owners, and most of you already have been with your pets for a while, you're probably fine. But those of you who are newer pet owners, or you're thinking about getting a dog in particular, your environment, your social status, believe it or not, your environment as far as where you live, the climate, like how much action you have going on in your house. Is it a house full of kids? Is there stairs? Do you have a backyard? Is your dog going to have any privacy, right? Can you afford having a dog? You have their vaccines, their vet, the groomer. If you really love your dog, you're going to go all the way out. And especially if you get pet insurance, that's costly. Wee pads, right? Dog treats, dog toys, dog carrier bags. I can go on and on and on. So it's something that you can't take lightly when you want to take on a pet. It's just like when you want to have children. You know what it entails. Are you ready financially and emotionally for that responsibility? So I love the cards that we were guided to. May you continue to grow and continue to nurture the love and relationship and respect that you have for your pet. And may they give you years and years and years of love and satisfaction. God bless you, and God bless your dog. Namaste.